What's going on YouTube? MGTOW back with another podcast video. In this video, I'd like to talk about the reasons why success should be number one and the number one priority on your mind. I'd like to tell you a little story about success in my personal life. I remember at my first job at Burger King, I would work there, and my trainer, she's been working there 8 years. I told myself I would never stay at a job that long for 8 years, especially for Burger King, but I always wanted something for myself, even though I didn't know what I wanted to do just yet. I learned, just with wrapping those sandwiches, to do it to my best of my abilities. I always wanted the sandwiches and orders to look like the commercial. I always feel that it had like a negative stigma when you actually receive the food. It looks like slop compared to commercial. So I bust my tail, always did above and beyond, and not to brag, every job I had since then, I always got promoted into higher positions because I learned to actually work as if I was the owner. My dad always told me, if you're going to do something, do it right or don't do it at all. And my grandmother always told me, earn your keep. So every job I ever went to, I always not only did my job, but over exceeded, and also asked a lot of questions about the ins and outs of the business and why this, why that, so I could get a better understanding. I've noticed that a lot of people would just go to their job just for their paycheck. They don't look to inquire, more knowledge, more skill in what they're doing, or to move on to a different position. They just want to be a drone, clocking in and out, getting her check every Friday, every 2 Fridays. And I feel that right there is not enough for me. Like, if I'm going to do something, I want to make sure I actually enjoy it. And not only that I enjoy it, that I actually excel and exceed my other coworkers. Not that I was trying to like show out or prove I'm the best at either making this sandwich or run this machine or whatever, or being the best at doing some paperwork. I did that for myself because it's just an inner drive that I have when it comes to my work ethics. A lot of people, they don't have that. I just noticed that throughout day-to-day life in the workforce, and even when I go to other businesses, as a customer, I could just see that people really hate their job, and they just look forward to that weekend or that paycheck so they can actually go out and enjoy themselves. It's very rare that you find someone actually enjoys their job. The other day, I went out to Wasabi with my girlfriend, and she actually surprised me. She wanted to take me out to eat, and it's a Japanese steakhouse, almost like Benihana's, if you're not familiar. And the waiter, I could tell he was pretty feminine, younger white guy, probably mid-20s, but he was pretty cool. And he kept coming over, not like to the point where he was annoying, but he always, he came over, pretty often and asked us how's our food and if we need anything else. And at the very end, as we were getting ready to go, when he brought us a check, we actually sat there for probably like additional, give or take, 20 minutes talking, me, him, and my girlfriend. And you could actually tell this person actually had a personality and they probably enjoy what they do. I wish I'd seen that more when I'm out here, making purchases and spending my hard-earned money. I feel that if you are a company, you want to hire people that's going to represent your brand the proper way and address those type of issues that will actually lead to losing business, due to customer service. I notice this a lot, when I go to Walmart, different Walmarts. The people, a lot of them don't ask you, do you need help finding anything, or is there any way I can assist you? They're just there walking around their phones, particularly females. But it's it's just something I just really don't understand. If you hate your job, just quit. You don't, let someone else take that position that may excel higher than you are, or that may even appreciate the job if nothing else. So what I'm saying is, when you work at a job, I don't care what the hell you do, work your ass off, because someone's always watching. Someone's like, damn, this person is a keeper. and I've heard this in previous jobs that I had, that it's hard to find good people, which is true. It's very hard to find good people with a good work ethic. Some people want to just show up, do as little as possible, get their check, and go home. You gotta know how to, uh, you gotta practice self-autonomy, where you don't really need someone to tell you direction, where you actually, like, all right, you do this task, you know what comes next, go ahead and do it. Or if there's nothing else to do, ask what you can, what can you do more? What can I learn on my downtime? Don't just sit there and just twiddle your thumbs and shit, because now you look like more so of a liability than an asset to the company or to the people that you work with. Like, success is not just given, it's always earned. You have to earn your success. Most of the majority people that are successful, I'm quite sure they had to bust their ass, work 2 jobs, sleepless nights, day in and day out, just to start their business. And a lot of people don't understand the work that goes into starting a business, or, achieving your goals, financial goals. If you got to work long hours in the office, work overtime, work 2 or 3 jobs, work 7 days a week, all because you have a goal to accomplish. And everyone has different goals. Some people have no goals. But if your goal is to be financially independent, you have to do whatever you have to do to get to that success level. Once again, success is never going to be given. Y'all hear the story about Michael Jordan, and how at time, before he became the Jordan that we all know of today, he had to go through trials and tribulations, and sit on the bench and shit like that, and he probably missed over thousands of jump shots before he actually was able to actually master that in the court. Same with Tiger Woods or any other professional sports player. I'm quite sure when they first started, they were probably crappy, but they kept going and kept going. They kept showing up, and they became a master of their craft. When it comes to working out, regardless if you're just trying to shed weight or you're trying to build muscle, it didn't just happen overnight. They went to the gym every day, even on days they didn't want to, days they were probably sick. They always fit that into their schedule. And it shows. It shows in the body and the mind as well. It changes your confidence level as well, because you were able to overcome those obstacles that could have hindered you from your success. So pretty much, if you want to succeed in life, you must be willing to do what others won't do. Like, seriously, like, if you go to work and just because everyone else is lazy does not mean you have to follow the status quo of lazy people. Go there, bust your ass, because people, then when raises come around or different positions become available, you're a more suitable candidate over others because of your work drive and your work ethics. So don't let no one shame you for wanting to work harder or putting in more hours, because of your personal goals that you may have. You may not even want to pretty much excel in that company. You may just want to just work hard because that's who you are, and you want, the earnings that come with it with future raises. So do what you have to do to get to that level. Don't slack off. There's an abundance of wealth out here, and money that is actually in arm's reach if you know how to actually extend your arm and actually grab it. So these are just thoughts that are actually just came to my mind. I figure I'll share it with you guys. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate everyone once again that ever stopped by and checked out my videos. I don't care if it's just a few views. I do appreciate you, because if I could just help change the mindset of one person, I'm doing my job properly. So until next time, this is GQ MGTOW. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.